see all the players are loading in. Refinery, a lot of high ground walkways, but all of those walkways are going to also leave you exposed, right? There's not a lot of cover if you're going to use those to take some shortcuts between these different buildings. There's not a lot of long corridors to really peer down unless you're using that high ground, which again, as I stated, exposes you to many directions as well. So standard firefight play on this map, because there's a little bit of everything that you can choose to do.
I really like this map. It's a really cool map.
And for Refinery, obviously Bravo is the main neutral objective. We'll see if Bravo's that main point. Let's toss it right in, because it looks like players are ready to go. This is game 1, first round. I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah, and we're ready to take it away, and already the players getting started a little bit early for us. Frost gets an early kill on the Venom. Ooh, AOG2 all over the map. They are indeed all out of gum, and they're here to kick some butt. They've got 3 kills early on in this round. Regicide in a 2v5 now. Simmer on the outside, trying to take some position near this catwalk. There's so many catwalks that we were talking about here, and how important they can play in this map, giving all kinds of dangerous angles that you have to be aware of. Gerbs and Simmer are not going down without a fight. Do take one down, but now Simmer all on his own in a 1v4, and there it is. He gets taken down.
Quick.
Yeah, quick. I don't know. I mean, did you see anything pop out to you in that round?
Not a whole lot at that. As fast as that went, and as we got into it, I mean, that's how fast some of these games can really go. Good start for AOG too, for sure.
Definitely, that's how they wanted to start off their finals run here for North America. AOG believes that they are ready to take this championship, and they showed it right there. I mean, really, Regicide couldn't get much of anything going. We'll see, maybe they're just a little cold, maybe they need to warm up a little bit, but we'll see if they can bring it back here. We're coming up on round 2, and we're just about ready to get started. Players going to be meeting each other here. Simmer starting with a nade throw here. We'll see where that one lands. Doesn't quite find. Oh, there we go. He finds Kev with that. Oh, back and forth. These nades are going both sides, finding kills early on here before they're really able to engage. Gerbs trying to sneak up on this Bravo point.
Yeah, Regicide really needed that. They needed more of the other guys contributing to the, battle, and it's good to see that from their guys now.
Now we've just a 2v5 now. Make it 1. AOG, Tobias all by himself against 3 members of Regicide. He is able to find one, so now it's a, let me see. It's a 1v3 again. Did they get a respawn in?
No, not quite at this point. They're still down to 1 man.
Let me see. Tobias, he's coming through. There we go. Now he gets taken down. He was running across those catwalks, trying to see if he could make something happen, but he just wasn't ready for that angle. Simmer sitting there waiting for him. After that strong first round, Regicide turns it right back around and brings the fight to AOG2 there in round 2.
Yeah. I mean, if it goes a distance, there's a lot of game ahead of us, for sure, Cool J. But 1-1 so far. We'll see how this plays out here. Pretty even contribution by all players on either side. Now, if they keep that up, that's going to be a lot of tight games today. Maybe we'll see how it goes this round. See who gets who.
I like this setup that we have from Regicide here, kind of playing in squads of 2, trying to push forward. Ooh, it's not working out for them so far, though. Tobias with an early first kill. Nades flying everywhere. Gerbs finds his way onto that Bravo point. But AOG2 is starting to surround him. Jango Vet finds a kill there. Trying to protect his teammate, and it's working. Jango Vet gets taken down. Tobias and Gizzard now in a 2v3 against Regicide. Gerbs, though, he's still on this Bravo point. He's still uncontested. He's probably going to get this Kappa here any minute now. They're going to try and push in onto him. They are going to prevent the capture at the last moment. Look at how much room was left. And he actually finds the kill. But Tobias gets taken down. Now Gizzard in a 1v2. They all know where he is. And Simmer takes him down. Simmer has been playing incredibly well so far. Already 4-1 through 3 rounds.
Yeah, catching those guys reloading or vaulting, in mid-step. And taking advantage there this round for sure.
Yeah, and that's the thing, some people might call it cheap, but you've got to make sure that you're safe, that you're not going to get pushed when you're trying to do those things. Because if you get caught out, if you get punished, that's what's going to happen. And, you know, I think that Simmer will take those plays all day long.
Yeah, and I think we'll see, like before, you know, in the previous games with them, there'll be some pretty big numbers for a couple of guys, and I look for Simmer maybe to put up some decent numbers, consistent at least throughout, you know, this battle between the two teams here today.
Oh, and these Regicide guys are just getting caught off guard. 2 early kills there from AOG, and both times they just weren't aware the angles just got sprayed down. Mr. Frost now is here. He's near this Bravo site. He's on it, actually capturing. Oh, and that's a bad time to reload. We just talked about it. Jango Fett takes him down.
That's, I believe, a full squad, healthy squad still coming out Regicide. 2 guys, 1 now.
Yeah, Residue all on his own. He is on this Charlie spot, but there's 2 members of AOG coming for him. I don't think he's going to get this cap in time. He's going to have to fight him off. He's able to spot out 1, but the second going to catch him off guard. And AOG 2 going to take this round, and this one has been back and forth so far. I'm really liking it.
Yeah, I figured if they met at the level of play that they brought into what we saw from both squads, you know, getting to this point, it had, you know, there's a good chance that it could go this round. Now, if it does, the point is, if we have to go through all those games, who's going to tire or not? You know, can they stay focused?
Well, we'll see if the focus will stay in play for them as we're going into this next round. Oh, and Mr. Frost again. I feel like he's found an early kill like 3 rounds in a row now.
Yeah, and AOG out here on all rounds, just letting all their grenades go, you know, from the get-go. And Regicide holding on to him a little later in a lot of these rounds.
Man, the action just going down very quickly there. 3 kills back and forth traded. And now we're in a 2v3. Regicide trying to see if they can make something happen. Jerbs is on that Bravo point. Simmer is still outside trying to protect his teammate. He catches out Gizzard there. And that's exactly what they needed. Now Tobias, the only one left for All Out of Gum. And they might just be all out of gum without any butt to kick either. As Jerbs captures Bravo, and now it's a 1v5 thanks to those respawns that come in. Tobias finds his way onto A, but he can't find the angle onto Simmer. He gets taken down.
Yeah, just not enough time to get over there. You know, whether that cap point was, you know, starting to go their way or not. So, 3-2.
3-2 indeed. We keep it on going. And man, I mean, I'm wondering, when are one of these teams really going to take a stand and say this is our game to win? I mean, both sides not really pulling away right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, back and forth, back and forth. It seems I see a lot of pretty just even gameplay style from, you know, most players. I mean, you've noticed that, you know, short movements, deliberate, and just at that point, it was who the guys, you know, who got the drop on to who, you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing a lot of that. It's especially from AOG. It seems like they play a very aggressive style, trying to get. They think that they can get to the angles first and they can kill you first. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Jerbs finds a few kills. We actually have a member of Regicide on Charlie right now. It looks like they're going for the triple take. Tobias the only one left, and he gets spotted out and taken down. Now 4-2, the largest lead that anyone has held so far in this game. But we'll see if Regicide, can they keep it going, or will AOG fight back yet again?
Yeah, that was good, you know, Jango Fett and Jerbs or Gerbs, however you know prefer to pronounce that. You know,
I believe the G is silent.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like, as I was saying, like, look at the participation, for them over there as a team. There's a lot of guys contributing really evenly. And look at the other side. I mean, both squads are like pretty dead even. I mean, this could go the distance, you never know if they keep that gameplay up.
Yes, indeed. Now, it looks like, unfortunately, somebody didn't get spawned in. We're going to go ahead and restart the round. And I think it should all be fine and dandy now, ready to go back into it. And, yep, both teams are moving and ready to go on round 7. Of course, we did do that side swap because we have played through the first 6 rounds. Regicide winning that first half. Nades raining down. Jerbs finds one early on.
They're just really slowing it down here, all coming in as a nice wall there by the insurgents. Regicide, just creeping in, but always moving forward here pretty well. So.
Oh, and Kev! Jango Fett is there to protect his teammate, but Kev catches Jerbs off guard. It's a 4v1 now, though. Gizzard, how does he pull this one off? He is close to that Bravo site. Oh, but just all eyes on him there, and he gets taken down. 5-2 now for Regicide. Feels like just a few minutes ago it was 2-2. I guess it was just a few minutes ago, but man, Regicide has really taken this game into their hands.
Yeah, those last 2 matches. I mean, this one even more so, considering they just went by really quick.
Well, we'll see. Can AOG2 respond? What do you think that they'll have to do to get a response here?
Well, it's like we were talking about earlier. Some of them are getting caught moving, and especially when they're sprinting out from something. I saw that in that round a lot. So, I don't see any problem with them going up there on top and using those catwalks and whatever, but just a little more calculated, right before they make those moves.
Yeah, right there, Akil actually going in very aggressive. Jerbs was caught looking the wrong way. And now they've taken some great positioning here on Bravo. Gizzard finds a kill as well. Ooh, this is all AOG this round. 3 early kills. Residue and Jango Fett, they have been making plays, but they're all on their own. There we go. Jango Fett opens up the kills for his side, but he takes a lot of damage in the process. Now they know where he is. He's on the Bravo site, trying to hold that angle, but he just gets sprayed through the wall. Not a chance there. Residue in a 1v4. If that cap comes through, which it's very close to doing, now it's a 1v5. Akil back to full health.
Yeah, I was saying they're really dominating that, holding those 2 cap points, Alpha and Bravo coming in here at 1 minute. If they can hold off that Alpha point, the clock, the way it's going, everything's on their side at this point for AOG, but we'll see if they can turn it around there at Regicide.
And he's so close to capturing this A, but Regicide were able to come back. Or AOG was able to come back. Oh, and he just too many angles to be worried about there. He gets taken down. Those 1v5s are so hard, but that was the exact response that AOG needed. Being down 5-2. Can they keep their momentum going?
I liked what I saw there. They did well. Just everybody was moving really well. And like you were saying there at the end, there's, that's a great, point to be up high in the air. But when there's 20 ways to that point, it's pretty difficult.
Back into the action yet again. We'll see how does this round play out. Residue pushing through. Jango Fett with the nade over these nade setups from Regicide. The nade setups on this map actually haven't been as effective as we've seen them be on other maps.
No, there's only a few points that you can bounce one in if some guys are, you know, when you get a line of sight, there's a few points in this map especially, and you see them getting there and like heading up some stairs. But besides that, it's more of a deterrent, you know, maybe draw somebody out type of thing. So, you know.
Now we see here Jango Fett sneaking through onto Bravo. There's a player right behind this wall, but he doesn't know that they're there. It's an even setup right now, 3-on-3. Both teams have a member on the point, and they're both looking at the other direction.
Yeah, those are the two names on that team. Like we mentioned earlier, they have some good numbers for them right now on Regicide. Django and Venom.
Simmer now.
Simmer.
Yeah,
Excuse me
Kev.
there, Simmer.
Now Kev, he's still watching this doorway. Jango Fett, it looked like he was starting to get a little wise. He's gonna try and peek into this room. He's gonna peek right into the scope, and he gets taken down. And now Simmer all on his own. AOG is on both Bravo and Charlie.
Yeah, they're being really patient, waiting for, you know, the residue player, or excuse me, Regicide players walk right into their line of fire, you know, for those easy Ks.
This is not good. Simmer trying to hold off. They're going to assault this site. They're going to spot him out sooner or later. He finds one, but there's two more enemies he has to deal with here. And then he still has to cap more than half. He finds another kill, though. Is he going to be able to pull this off?
Oh. That was a really good round there. That was tough. 4-5. I mean,
And
it's back and forth. Wouldn't you agree, Cool J? Now, you know, we're seeing
man. Yeah, every single round, it feels like they could go either way. They're going down to the wire, and both of these teams have really come to play today. They really want to prove that they deserve to be on top of this NA region. We'll see who is going to be able to finish this one out. We're getting into this next round. It's 5-4. Regicide, though, they're on a losing streak. They've lost a couple in a row. How can they turn it around this time around? The nades coming through from Tobias over the top. Oh! But Tobias just gets taken down by Venom. We've seen that happen several times this game. Seems like both of these teams know this map so well, and they're able to kind of pre-fire those nade positions. Gerbs, yet again, taking position on the site.
Yeah, Gerbs is in one of those little areas where you can only utilize the nades there, because if you're down right below, there's only one entrance before those stairs, and you can get, it's a bottleneck. So I mean, that's one of the areas you were talking about earlier, Cool J, like where you could utilize them. For the most part, just, you know, throwing and praying and hope you get a guy running in.
How about Kev here, though? Kev found a quick 2K. Gerbs is on the site, though, behind him. It seems like he's unaware of his position. This could be really dangerous here. He's in a 1v2. Oh, and he just peeks right out. I hate to see it, but Regicide, they're going to be happy to take that one because it brings them to match point here. 6-4 lead on this map.
This is good. It's going to the distance. See what happens here. If they get another one, they could stay in it.
We actually see 2 smoke grenades set up on the side of AOG. What do you expect to see out of that?
I don't know. You know, it depends where they're throwing them. You know, right there, it looks like that's just where a lot of people want to cross through. You know, getting to Alpha there. You know, to hold that cap.
I mean, honestly, Mr. Frost, he might as well change his name to Mr. First. I feel like he got the first kill in like more than half of these rounds for AOG.
Yeah, that's a great point. And that's going to give you advantage every time. Especially if you're right by one of your teammates who went down right by. It's going to make you think about your next move, you know? Even more so. And that was quick. Very quick by security. And look at that, you know? 5-6.
Crazy stuff. Regicide
Making it a game. Making it a game.
Yeah. Regicide, though they've looked strong, AOG is not giving up without a fight. And it has been an entertaining fight to watch. We'll see. It's going to go down in these last 2 rounds. Who is going to pull out the victory here? We see the 2 smokes again. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I mean, right away. I mean, this will be the first of all the games today. If they link this another win, 3 in a row, that's pretty respective for them to even make it that far. They do.
Oh, and look at that. Mr. First strikes again.
Yeah.
This time putting on the gas mask, pushing through the smoke to take down Jerks.
Yeah, and it looks like he eventually got shut down there, but I mean, great point. That guy's just get in there and take a couple out. And
Venom tossing that nade. Nothing doing really. Regicide in a 4v3. They're playing more defensive. They're giving up a lot of space around Bravo. And actually a capture may come through here shortly as Ekil just gets a kill and he takes Bravo. Now it's a 5v2.
yeah, being down, do you stay and hold and hope they come your way and get them all, or make the dangerous move to Alpha or Bravo being the lone man? 2 guys left versus a full squad. Well, now 4 on the part of AOG, but
ooh, but now they know where he is. He knows all the angles. He just couldn't hit the shots.
This is great. I like to see that. This is what happens when you get 2, evenly matched squads. Everybody's doing their part, and here we are at the distance.
Yeah, we've gone through the full marathon and we're ready to go here because it is match point between these 2 teams.
I know this is what I would want to see. If you're going to have some, to make it to the finals, might as well be 2 really, talented squads going at it back to back. Really testing each other, see what the other has got to do, to eventually become, the champion, so to speak.
It all comes down to this, ladies and gentlemen. This round will decide game 1 of this NA finals. All right. Yeah, it looks like we're just trying to make sure that all the players are in the right spot. And then once we're ready to go, we'll go ahead and get this round started here. Enough waiting around. Without further ado, let's get started. And I'm excited to see how this one shakes out. We're not seeing any smoke grenades now, which is interesting.
Yeah, they weren't really doing much, before. They're most likely just using them for cover and just to get in, which got them this far is what it looked like. But I prefer the destruction. What can get you might agree with me here, Cool J. One of those nades goes on the right spot, you can get a multiple kill, versus cover. We've seen that in, overall through the, time of this tournament so far, as a grenade getting, 2 for 1.
Wow, and just like that, Regicide, the nades didn't do much of it, but they managed to take this round pretty convincingly. Yeah, in the comeback too, because it was 5-2. They were down to Regicide. They come all the way back for a 7-6 victory.